Not only are Disney and Lucasfilm currently focused on Star Wars Episode 9, the live-action TV series known as The Mandalorian, but also the new Star Wars trilogy, also known as the fourth trilogy by the creators of Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of, the future of Star Wars that a lot of people are truly looking forward to seeing is exactly what these new stories are going to be about for the new Star Wars trilogy by Disney, Lucasfilm, David Benioff, and D.B. Weiss. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about the future of Star Wars. Things are looking bright, honestly, past Episode 9. We have The Mandalorian. We have 2 live-action TV series in the works, one of which is going to be apparently the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, as well as the Cassian Andor series, as well as other projects as well. Now, when it comes to the new Star Wars trilogy, this is where things begin to get a little bit more exciting about what's to come after the events of Episode 9. Now, it's described that the fourth Star Wars trilogy is set to include next-generation CGI that will revolutionize the way movies are made and how fast the special effects can be done. It's described that Disney and Lucasfilm have just come to a final decision of what the new series will be about, and new details will be revealed on April 11th and April 12th of this year at Star Wars Celebration. It's said that various filming locations are in mind for the new series of films, including Prague, Egypt, Sicily, Munich, and even areas over in Asia for the first film in the series. It's said that filming is set to begin in early 2020, and that location scouting will begin this August. Additionally, some of the in-studio shots are planned to take place over in Los Angeles. It's described that the budget of the new films will be higher than the sequel trilogy films, and that writers David Benioff and D.B. Weiss aim to create a story as iconic as George Lucas's creation. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this and as to why I am very excited and very hopeful about the future of Star Wars after Episode 9. Now, with that being said, we do know that this new Star Wars trilogy is indeed going to be quite revolutionary. Now, we do know that they are using next-generation CGI, and it's going to change the way Hollywood movies are made. Now, guys, this is huge because we do know that Disney, huge company, they know what they're doing. They have a lot of money in order to make these massive movies. But starting off with the new Star Wars trilogy, they will in fact be introducing a new type of technology that's going to create ultra-realism when it comes to CGI techniques in Star Wars movies. And that, honestly, guys, I think is truly going to step their game up as creators of the Star Wars franchise. Now, with that being said, they also have locations that they are actually aiming to shoot over in early 2020. This consists of Egypt, Sicily, Munich, and even areas over in Asia, even areas over within the Czech Republic, such as Prague. So what I love about all of this is that these locations, I don't know about you guys, but could very well be used for great, backdrops for Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, we still have no confirmation on whether or not it's going to be based within the Old Republic or if it's going to just be Disney's new take on the Old Republic timeline. We're not quite sure exactly what they will be doing. However, they have just come to a final decision on what the new series will be about, and we will be learning all about it on April 11th and April 12th of this year. Less than a month from now, we will be learning new details about what's coming our way from creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. They're also on the hunt of a new director that's going to direct all 3 movies. So, not only that, guys, they are aiming to create stories that are going to be as iconic as George Lucas's creations. Now, that being said, we do know that that's a big thing, right? That is a very hard task to complete. The fact that they aim to make these Star Wars movies as iconic as the original trilogy, I gotta tell you guys, I don't know if they can really, catch lightning in a bottle again, but I think that if they truly create something very magical and something very original that's going to really resonate with fans, I think that yes, it does have the potential to be as iconic as the original trilogy. You gotta give it that classical vibe, right? If you can do that, and if you can really make a Star Wars movie where it feels like that you can imagine yourself 20 years from now looking back at it, then I think that you have a successful film and/or a trilogy right then and there. Now, the other thing that I do want to go over is that, well, this budget is going to be quite higher than the sequel trilogy films, which I think speaks volumes. I think that this means that Disney and Lucasfilm want to step their game up when it comes to Star Wars movies. We do know that these movies are really going to have a lot of inspirational pieces from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. So you can only imagine how crazy it's going to be, how many extras are going to be involved in this movie, hence why they would probably need a higher budget for these films. Not only that, they're using next generation CGI and special effects that probably costs a lot more money as well, because it's going to reshape how Hollywood makes their movies. So with that being said, these new Star Wars movies, guys, I gotta say, I am very excited of what's coming our way. I cannot wait till April 11th and 12th until we learn a little bit more about what's coming by David and DB and what they plan to do with this trilogy. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding from night to moon.